Hello everybody, my name is RyunnEldred, and I would like to welcome y'all back to a wonderful episode of the RnRPodcast. I am here, as always, with my co-host, Razgriz the BossFoss. We'll start off with a very shortened version of our little, what do we call it?
What has happened since the last time that we have done this?
Yeah, but like the last episode, I called it a certain name. Like spilling the tea or something. I don't know. It was a corny. You know, how are you, Dave? How are you?
I'm doing good. For those of you listening, you're not going to notice the difference too much. For those of you watching, you might notice that my face is not on the screen, and that's because I don't currently have a web camera. My wife was borrowing it, and I never got it back. And so I actually just while we were setting up for this, I just bought a new web camera, and she can just keep the web camera at school. And I just got a Discord notification from you. What?
But I'm not on Discord right now.
I know.
What did it say?
Oh no, it was Amazon was messaging me like, "Hey, did you forget anything? You can still add things until this time." Anyway, sorry. So, recap. We last recorded this one, oh my god, a month ago now?
Yeah, I think it's been like a full month since our last episode.
Apologies everybody. Life just kind of got in the way and we lost track of time, and I know we talked about trying to do these more often, and it's hard to do with life.
I think every time in a podcast episode that we're gonna start doing more regular uploads and we're gonna work harder on it, we take an even longer hiatus.
Yes. So anyway, so to recap, I'm doing okay. I've been playing Forza Horizon 6 as of late, with you.
Yeah, I know. I'm finally playing a racing game.
I know. Took
And
long
I'm
enough.
not too bad at it.
As long as we don't encounter Bowie Knife 99, I think we're okay.
He's
But
been in like every one of my races.
yeah, he's everywhere. Apparently somebody on the Turn 10 Playground games, they updated a couple of the drive avatars, or one of the drive avatars, uh, and it uploaded with like a Bowie knife Who as the vinyl on the back of the car.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's actually true or not, or if that was just somebody. But anyway, sorry.
I think they should make more aggressive racing drivers. Because I'm sorry, not everybody is going to be the like by the rules racer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not mad about Bowie Knife 99. Jesus. Sorry, I have a distracted. I'm distracted. I'm sorry. Anyway,
You're all good.
so I have a fidget toy from work. It's these three rings, and I'm just spinning it in my hand, and it's actually making me lose my train of thought, which absolutely incredible.
Well, I guess while you lose your train of thought, I
I was
will
just I had just gotten my train back. Thank you very much.
oh my
I have
bad.
been playing games and I've been working hard, and time has just flown by. Go.
Well, in this month, I have officially started being a student at Full Sail University, as well as, my current job. So I've been doing a lot of work and a lot of schoolwork. It's been stressful. Um, I have finally completed some Let's Plays that have taken years for me to finish. We finally finished Dark Souls Remastered, and I finished Dead Island, which has just been great to finally cross those off the list and get some of those Let's Plays closed out. I am currently looking at 007 First Light, which is 75% downloaded, so I'm excited for that. And I am excited for what this next week brings, which will just segue us into the main topic. Next week is the Summer Games Fest.
Indeed, it is. So we are recording this. Full transparency, it is Friday the 29th.
Yep,
We
yep.
are recording this. As of right now of recording, there has been a couple of announcements before the Summer Game Fest has officially launched. Before PlayStation has had their showcase, their state of play. We saw the announcement of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4.
Yes. Which the statement I made before we started recording, I guess, is wrong. Ghost might be on the same team as Price.
That would make sense. I couldn't see them actually going against each other.
Mm, I could if Ghost blames Price for Soap's death. Which, spoiler alert, if you never played Modern Warfare 3's remake or reboot, uh, Soap, just like in the original trilogy, gets killed. But in this game, Ghost doesn't die, and Ghost takes Soap's death very to heart. Since in this new trilogy of games, Soap and Ghost were like really close buddy buddy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I played the second remake. Um I don't think I actually played the first remake.
The last Call of Duty campaign that I have played front to back was Black Ops 3.
Yeah. Uh I played a few of them. Um
I've
but yeah,
started a
so
few of them, I've
I
never
I
finished.
I was not expecting them to continue this story. I was expecting a new Call of Duty. That one was a given, but I was not expecting them to continue the Modern Warfare story.
I'm kind of glad they are because I believe the third reboot game ended like without the main villain dying. Like they escaped in a subway. So they left it open ended for a fourth game.
Subway or submarine?
Subway.
So they got into a subway car or they went into the restaurant subway.
It's like a subway car, like an underground subway system.
Okay. I was
That's
just
where
trying to
Soap gets
understand.
capped in the head.
Oh, they ended the game with him being killed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I haven't played it. Uh,
Neither have I, which it sucks because Modern Warfare used to be my favorite trilogy. Like the OG Modern Warfare trilogy, still to this day are my favorite Call of Duty games.
dude, I mean, we cannot talk about the Modern Warfare trilogy without talking about Xbox 360, Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer
Mm,
lobbies.
my
The most
God, dude. All
toxic
all of the
game
bad
game
words
of
I learned as a kid playing those games. All
the
of the
most
all of the
toxic
people who would
place
have been
ever.
arrested for some verbal sexual assault to him.
The amount of times that my mother had been apparently having sex.
And the amount of
Ridiculous.
stepdads I would have had. Close to the actual
Ridiculous.
amount, but
Yeah, well, that's a separate conversation.
for a
Oh,
different day.
the other thing, about I just looked down and saw my Lego Batman thing that I've been building.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Lego Batman. I've been playing Lego Batman with my wife.
Yeah, how have you been enjoying that? Because, like, unfortunately, I did not buy that game for myself this check. I'll probably buy it maybe end of July,
So
beginning of August.
we we have been a little bit slow on actually playing it, but we finally got to the point where we are now actually playing as Batman, and the second player plays as Commissioner Gordon or Detective Gordon. Sorry.
Hmm, that is
It's
interesting.
spoiler if you don't know the Batman like storylines of like in all of the encompassing like thing. Um, his parents get killed,
What?
and it's blamed on Falcone, And then Bruce goes to the League of Shadows, and then turns against the League of Shadows, goes back to Gotham, and dons the cape and becomes the Batman. And the first car you unlock is the car from uh, Robert Patterson's The Batman.
Well, from what I understand, the Lego game's drawing a lot of its main story, not story, but theme from that Batman, from Matt Reeves' Batman.
Well, it starts with that, but it's the Dark Knight. Like it unlocks a lot of the stuff from the Dark Knight trilogy. So as you play, it's like, oh, this is the outfit for Commissioner Gordon. Oh, probably was from the collect the deluxe edition stuff, but I have a lot of stuff coming from the Arkham series as well. So I have
I'm
Commissioner
jealous.
Gordon, Commissioner Gordon from Arkham, and then I have Batman from Arkham, and it literally says in it that it's from that game.
I'm jealous.
Anyway, slight tangent. Sorry.
No, you're good. You just made me like I'm looking at 007 being like, you're so lucky you're made by IOI. If you were made by any other studio, I would have gotten Batman this check.
You should have gotten Batman. Anyway, so
I gotta
transitioning
I gotta support IOI.
transitioning back to Summer Game Fest, there is one other announcement that has been made that I know of off the top of my head before Xbox's showcase, and that is Fable has been delayed to February of 2027.
Which I'm happy for. I'm
I'm
happy that they're gonna push it back and work on polishing it more. Because Fable is one of those games that, you know what? I just realized something too. They're pushing it back so they don't gotta compete with GTA 6
Yes, yes, and I feel like that's probably going to end up being a lot of
games that are
games
gonna
are
be
going to be
announced.
like trying to clear the space around GTA. Because when GTA releases, which I don't think I think it's going to sell very well, but I honestly do not think it's going to live up to the hype.
I think it will be.
I would love for it
It's
to
gonna be
you know
controversial. It's gonna be very controversial, and it's gonna be very split down the middle.
yeah, we'll see when it releases.
Because you're gonna have streamers that are gonna tear the game apart. They're gonna nitpick every little last detail, every little last thing. They're gonna find what they could pull apart to garner more views, because that's all it's gonna be about, is gaining exposure through the game. So anything that is exploitable, anything that is going to garner them a lot of views, they're going to push for. So we may not see, or people who don't get the game day one are not going to see like everything 100% of the way. You're going to see things out of context. You're going to see things that are going to just kind of cyberpunk GTA 6. But then at the
Yeah,
same time, you're going to see people who have been real creators of like GTA for years, like just to throw random names out of my ass, like H2O Delirious and Vanoss and that crew, that are probably going to do a lot for the game exposure wise. Ned Luke, who streams a lot of Rockstar games, is going to be definitely doing it. As he's already stated, he plans to stream GTA 6 and everything.
right.
So just if you're going to be looking into the game, if you don't get it day one, just make sure who you're going to is actually going to care about the project and not just be out there garnishing for views and
Yeah.
clickbaity stuff.
But back to Fable. I I mean I want the game when it does come out. I want it to be polished.
I
I
heard
do
there's
think
no multiplayer, and I really hope that's the reason why they're pushing it back. Is I really want multiplayer in Fable. I
a
love
lot of
Fable
people I
1.
think would I think a lot of people want the multiplayer because that's kind
It's
of the
a
like
huge point of Fable is playing with your friends and experiencing
yeah
with friends. I love Fable 1. But it being a single player story, I don't go back and revisit it as much as I do 2 or 3.
yeah oh hey breaking news as of a day ago uh the Rockstar employees in UK have formed a union. While I was literally jumping on to just get the list, uh, it says that they form a union. Good on them.
Good on
Sorry,
them.
I'm also trying to talk so that way you can eat.
I just finished what was left in the ramen bowl. So to again continue on with the currently announced stuff, we do have a Persona announcement. They are doing a collaboration with Persona 5 Royal and Call of Duty Mobile, which I just find a weird combination.
Yes.
I wish it was with actual COD, but it's interesting to see the collabs COD has been making and then just the collaborations Persona has been making instead of, announcing stuff on Persona 4 whatever the tagline is for the remake or Persona 6, even though on Twitter, and it's been going around like wildfire for a lot of Atlases and Persona groups on Twitter, the protagonist got leaked for Persona 6.
I have not seen anything. I've been trying to avoid the
The
spoilers.
protagonist looks a lot like Bebe from Persona 3.
Okay.
It looks like a high res model of Bebe.
Got you. So I'm going to change this because as much as I love Persona, I do not want to talk about it.
That's all right with me. The other thing I want to talk about is a little bit of Assassin's Creed Resync news, since the game comes out in about a month to 2 months.
It comes out a lot sooner than you think it does.
Yeah, it comes out in July, right? July.
July
Your
9th, yeah.
Okay, I
I
was
was
like
looking I was
your
looking it up to
silence
confirm it.
was disturbing me. But they have kind of talked about how Resynced is going to be a specific brand of Assassin's Creed games, I guess is a way of saying it. It's what they're going to be dubbing their remakes or reboots. And that apparently, I'm not going to say quote me on this, but we might be getting more additions to the modern day story with Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced that are going to continue the modern day instead of the modern day story being entirely cut like we've heard it may be, or getting what we've already know through the modern day.
Right.
Witcher 3 has a new expansion, Songs of the Past, which I'm very intrigued about, which they've been kind of talking about and have announced and showcased a little bit of. But let's dive into the thick of this and start with what is going on first in the kind of Summer Games Fest, which is the PlayStation State of Play. That is
Oh,
the first.
that is not the first one.
No?
I'm on the Summer Game Fest schedule. The first one is actually June 1st. So Sunday at 9 a.m. is the Mix Summer Games Showcase.
Okay, so the only things I've written for this were the big three. I had the PlayStation
Oh no,
State
it's
of
okay.
Play and the Xbox Game Show.
I
And then
didn't
just
know
overall.
I didn't know until literally this. The 3 day actual like invite only event isn't until the 6th to the 8th, with the Summer Game Fest being on June 5th. But the Summer Game Fest 2026 officially starts on the 1st. You have the Mixed Summer Game Showcase. And then June 2nd, we have Black Voices in Gaming. And then we have the PlayStation State of Play. June 4th, we have Latin Games Showcase and Women Led Game Showcase. I can say the times if you would like, but I'm just
Just
saying the
run through
dates.
them.
Uh, June 5th, we have the Accessibility Showcase, the actual Summer Game Fest live. And then we have the Day of Devs Summer Game Fest edition. June 6th, we have Southeast Asian Game Showcase, Wholesome Direct, Story Rich Showcase, Green Game Showcase, Gaming Pride Parade. future game show summer showcase. Jesus, that's hard to say. Exodus extended gameplay reveal. We have the FGS. I think it's the Frosty Games. I'm not. Oh, Future Game Show. Sorry, Future Game Show live from Los Angeles. Frosty Game Fest June 6th. Xbox Game Showcase June 7th. Gears of War E-Day Direct is immediately after that showcase, June 7th. PC Gaming Showcase, and then I apologize, everybody. I'm not going to attempt this word. I think it's German Indie Showcase.
Hmm.
It's DEUTCHE. Dishu. I want to say it's German. And then we have the India Games Showcase. So the
Well,
first one.
I am massively underprepared for this.
It's okay. I will send you the link that I am currently on, so that way you can see it too, if you
Well,
would
I
like.
know all through next week we're actually going to be watching the actual Game Fest. So this is just more of predictive of what we want to see from like so I wrote down PlayStation State of Play, the Xbox Showcase, and then the overall Summer Game Fest.
Right.
So the overall Summer Game Fest kind of covers all the in between. But with PlayStation and Xbox being kind of the main two for me, that's what I was focusing on.
Right. So let's start with the PlayStation State of Play, because that's going to be the first of the three.
Yeah. So one thing I am really hoping we see more on, which was announced late last year or early this year, was the God of War trilogy is being remade by Santa Monica Studio.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
And they're bringing back the original voice actor for Kratos, so I'm really hoping we see more on it than just the little teaser trailer that we got that it was being made. I want to see actual like looks at the gameplay because I'm still curious whether or not we're going to be going back to hack and slash or if the games are being made from the ground up in the more modern God of War playstyle where it's more Souls-like combat.
Right.
There is word of a new God of War game being announced in which you play as Fea or Faye.
Okay.
So in the God
Ooh.
of War aspects, that's what I'm excited to kind of be showcased and seen because that's something that we are supposed to be seeing.
So it it kind of sounded like you were keep going. Are you? Was that
I'm
it for
gonna do a
PlayStation or?
no, I was gonna do a back and forth. If you have something that you're excited for with PlayStation, or if you want to add into my bit, I don't want to just blow through my list and kind of cut you off. So I
So
would kind of want a rally going.
so with the PlayStation State of Play, um, I want to start off by saying I greatly love PlayStation. I've always been a fan. I know that for a while there, I became just an Xbox gamer, but I've always appreciated PlayStation, and going back to PlayStation now and having the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, I'm able to actually like compare and contrast and like enjoy both consoles. Um, are we doing what we're hoping to see or what we think we're going to see?
Both.
Okay, you said you were hoping for God of War,
Well, I
or
know for a
I'd like
fact. I know
hear
for a
more
fact
about
we're
it.
gonna see God of War trilogy. I know for a fact we're gonna see more of that.
Okay, I think we are going to see the PlayStation 6.
I would think so too, especially since Xbox has already stated that they're going to be releasing information about Project Helix. Sony and with the like Steam machine also on the horizon, I feel like Sony is going to be showcasing the PS6.
Especially since they are slated to release holiday of 2026.
God, why?
I just
I
got my
just got
PS5, man.
me too. I just got it like literally maybe a year to 2 years ago. I just
So
this is unfair.
we'll see what happens there. But I think we're gonna see that. I don't think we're going to see Grand Theft Auto 6 at the PlayStation Showcase.
No, but
We are going to see it. I think the smart thing for Rockstar to do would be don't settle for PlayStation or Xbox for the official like announcement reveal. Go for the Summer Game Fest, right in the middle where it's both consoles like uh fair. So you're not picking sides.
yeah.
I know that Rockstar has kind of always favored PlayStation a little bit.
Well, yeah,
So
because the trailer was showcased on a PS5, wasn't it? Like the original trailer.
I don't remember.
Um,
Um, and then lastly, because I know you're going to be excited about it and you're going to talk about it as well, so I'll just start the thing. Uh, Marvel's Wolverine.
Marvel's Wolverine was literally the next thing I had
Yes.
written down.
I mean it's a given that we're going to get more information about it because the game literally comes out this year.
Yeah, I believe it's slated for August or September.
I want to say it was September 15th.
But I'm excited to see like the final trailer for Wolverine, especially since it's been so long since we've had an announcement of it, and since the Spider-Man 2 had all of its like DLC canceled, and then the whole multiplayer Insomniac Spider-Man game was canceled due to the leaks. It was very uncertain if we are gonna get that Wolverine game. So I'm glad that they pushed through with it and we ended up getting the second trailer and they it all came out and I'm really excited to get that in my hand, especially since it's gonna be gory. The fact that it's sticking true to like Wolverine's nature and it's gonna be gory, it's been on my list of like most anticipated games for this year.
Right.
To lead from Wolverine into another game that I really hope we actually get some sort of news on is Naughty Dog with Intergalactic.
Intergalactic? What is intergalactic?
Intergalactic is Naughty Dog's newest IP that they're working on, which is going to be a space adventure. And I'm excited for it because, like, when I think Naughty Dog, I think like Last of Us, and I know they were working on like a Last of Us multiplayer that I believe got scrapped in the end for fully working on Intergalactic and just the next mainline part 3.
Uh-huh.
So I really can't wait to see what a whole new world and everything. And I love space adventures. I love space adventures. They're fun.
They are
Ha-
fun.
have you really not heard anything about Intergalactic, or were you just doing a bit there?
I was doing a bit so that way in case somebody has not heard about it, we are not just like briefly talking about it and then never touching base on it again. It was a bit. I'm
Okay,
familiar with the thing.
just wanted to make sure.
Yes.
Anything PlayStation elsewise?
So I'm not entirely. I'm pulling together a list of games, and I'm not entirely certain if they are going to be PlayStation. Um, I'm gonna say this one here for PlayStation, but I'm not entirely certain it's going to be in the PlayStation section. And that's Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra.
Oh fuck, I forgot about that game because that's the Captain America Black Panther team up one, huh?
Correct.
Oh my
I'm
god.
running through a list right now of a
Isn't that Square Enix? I was thinking of?
uh I think it's actually Sony. I think it's Sony. I'm scrolling up right now because this is a long list. It says Skydance. Skydance is
Skydance.
Skydance New Media is the developer publisher is Plaion, Plaion.
Hmm.
Uh, it says it was a story trailer, PS5, World War War 2 supposed to come out sometime this year.
Yeah, because I forgot all about that game because I remember they canceled a bunch of Marvel projects that were in the works, one of which was like the Black Panther game. And
Yeah,
I thought that game was canceled too, but I don't
it might not
remember.
be. I don't know how old this list
List
is.
is.
I'm I'm too far in to scroll all the way back up.
Well,
Uh,
talking about games that may be in the forgotten category of like being announced and then just disappearing to the ether was another game that was announced at a PlayStation showcase a few years ago, which was Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic's remake, which was
the
supposed to
remake
come.
I think got canceled.
The last I heard, it was handed off to the studio that did the Silent Hill remake. Which now
Excellent.
I gotta check it because now I'm curious.
As you guys can see, we
KOTOR.
definitely thought this through.
Yeah.
So uh, whenever this list was talked about, it says Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic remake is being published by Sony Interactive, so we would see it potentially
So
in the
as of
PlayStation
March,
One.
as of March 2026, Tim Willits, the CEO of Saber Interactive, has stated that the KOTOR remake is still in production because
Yes.
Asphere Media uh ended its involvement and it was picked up by Saber Interactive.
So this list was last updated 18 hours ago, and it does not list that Saber is the new people. Um, but we'll continue on to the next thing.
Uh, so looking back at this to just finish off the KOTOR topic, it was announced in 2021, so that's how long ago it was announced. There's been talks about it from the ending of 2025, beginning of this year, with leaked early cinematic and concept art showing the Endar Spire and everything and character designs. And as of March, there was leaked cinematics that revealed that the main character will be fully voiced.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know either because I believe the main character was, yeah, the character was a silent protagonist in the originals.
Right, which is something I always appreciated about the like a lot of older games of without the actual voice, I was able to kind of give it a voice and put myself more into that character.
By
And
making the
now
dialogue options and having your own like
and
kind
then
of
like yeah, and then just like voicing it out loud, like it was me. And now when you're adding somebody else's voice, I'm like,
it's
I'm
kind
not.
of the issue with Nate from Fallout 4.
Yeah. So let's. Oh, actually, this one might actually be in the PlayStation Showcase. Persona 4 Revival.
That's what it's called, P4 Revival.
Um, I I don't know. Like this one might actually be more Summer Game Fest, less Sony. But
Yeah,
the
because since
Sony
Atlas,
showcase, the PlayStation showcase is going to be an hour. So
yeah, I think that will be more of a summer game fest. Because again, 30-year anniversary of Persona, so they're definitely going to make an announcement, whether it's like the actual P4 was it P4 Revival?
yeah, Persona 4 Revival.
If P4 Revival will officially have a release date, and then maybe we'll get like a teaser trailer to P6, which would be nice. But according to their website, there's still a lot of stuff to be announced this year for Persona. There's like still 4 blank slots on their coming soon. The last time I checked it, which
Right.
now may be 3 since Persona is apparently doing the collab with Call of Duty.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm still not 100% like sure.
like cool. If it was coming to main Call of Duty, I would definitely run like Joker as like my operator for a while because that would just
Right.
be cool.
So,
But
continuing on.
continuing on, I will do mine next, which I'm really I know for a fact we'll see one of these two, but since they're both from the same series, I'm excited to see more on Silent Hill Townfall and maybe get a release date to the next mainline entry into Silent Hill. But I am also really excited to hear if they're going to make any more announcements about the Silent Hill 1 remake. Because I do think Bloober Team did an amazing job with Silent Hill 2 as I'm currently playing through that. So I'm excited to see what they're doing with Silent Hill 1.
Right.
But then also I want to see more on Townfall because I loved watching Silent Hill F be played, and I'm ready for a story I don't know in the Silent Hill universe,
Right.
which I definitely know for a fact it will be announced with the PlayStation State of Play because Konami kind of favors Sony.
Yes. Sorry, I'm fixing my list real quick.
All good. I'm still going down. I got 3 things left on the PlayStation State of Play.
I don't know. I don't really have any. Well, okay. I'll throw this one on. Um, Ace Combat 8. They announced it, but we never got a date.
Hmm. Do you think that would come out for the PlayStation State of Play, or do you think that'd be more of a Summer Game
Well,
Fest?
that's why I'm kind of like on the fence because Ace Combat was mostly on PlayStation before. It is a uh, Japanese with the Project Aces. It's more of a across the seas kind of thing. So I would be more expecting it through PlayStation. I can't remember who announced it, like which showcase it was in when it was announced. But I'm excited to see more information about that. I am definitely going to get the collector's edition if I can of that one when it is released or announced. The rest of mine are going to be the rest of the games on my list right now are definitely going to be just Summer Game Fest.
All right. I will just speed run through my rest of my list. I am excited to see more of an announcement on the John Wick video game.
Is that
Being
Sony?
the yes, that is gonna be
Shit.
through PlayStation.
Okay, that was on my list.
The trailer they already put out for the game looks phenomenal, and the fact that it's Keanu Reeves, I love Keanu,
Yeah.
and I love the universe of John Wick. I love those movies. The first one is one of my favorites. Infamous, because there was some infamous news that's been kind of going around with the original games possibly being remade from an outside studio.
Okay. Okay, that's the first I'm hearing of that.
It was something that was going around on both TikTok and Twitter. So taking it with a grain of salt, because as every leak does, it's always something you gotta take with a grain of salt. But during the Ghost of Yotai
Uh huh.
kind of like run where they're doing interviews about the game, they were asked about Infamous, and one of the people over at Sucker Punch was kind of talking about it, stating that the universe isn't dead and that originally they didn't want another studio taking over the IP, but there has been talks about another studio potentially doing the remakes as they work on a continuation of the story. Which again, grain of salt, but
Right.
it'd be really nice to see maybe Cole returning in some aspect. And then the last thing I want to announce is something that has been newly stated, but Sony has acquired FromSoft. And that makes me very curious about how Souls games are going to start coming out in the future, especially since Sony wants like exclusivity and doesn't want to share its like titles with FromSoft being exclusively to Sony. I
Right.
don't know if that means like, the next Elden Ring or Dark Souls or just any game that FromSoft makes is going to be gatekept behind a PlayStation price tag.
Well, so I do know that there was talks of somebody from Sony or from PlayStation has stated that they don't plan to release them for PC at least. So I do think that they're going to start trying to like gatekeep and hold them on uh PlayStation first.
I do want to just throw out, if you're gonna go and acquire FromSoft, can you fucking update Bloodborne for the damn community so we can finally get Bloodborne on 60 FPS?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But that's all I got left for the PlayStation State of Play. Those are everything that I am looking forward to seeing. Like definitely fingers and toes crossed on Infamous.
I want them to do a well, like I would like a continuation, but I would also like them to just redo them. Oh shit! I almost forgot,
Or
dude.
just make them playable through the backwards compatibility. I fucking I would stream them from the PlayStation Now, but god, it just sucks.
Yes, dude. I don't know why I completely blanked on the fact that they've been doing this. Insomniac Games has been teasing Ratchet and Clank, and me and
I
you had
could
talked about that.
I could
Like
definitely see a new Ratchet and Clank coming out.
they've been teasing like pictures of it, and I think we're going to also get something from Ratchet and Clank.
It would be about time because Rift Apart was a few years ago.
Rift Apart was yes. Do you really want to know when the last Ratchet and Clank was?
At least 4 years ago.
It released in 2021.
Okay, yeah, it's been a few years.
It's been about
It's been
five.
it's been a little bit.
It'll
Listen, dude, I
actually
remember
it will
I
be five because it released June 11th.
listen. I feel like we were like quarantining ourselves for COVID like a year ago. That's literally how bad it feels like time has flown by. I
All right.
still shock myself every fucking day when we're like, all right, what year is it? And they're like, oh, 2026. And I'm like, what? No.
So, Summer Game Fest. I have a few games that I just want to see some more information about. I'm going to state the first one. Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic.
Yes. I'm really excited to hear more about that, not only because it's just another Star Wars game, but it's Casey Hudson coming back to
Yes.
that franchise, which Casey Hudson got his start directing Knights of the Old Republic. So that
Yes.
since he is coming back, it's like a full circle thing. And I am elated to see what he does with that game.
Um yeah, no, dude, I'm super stoked. I was late to the party when it came to Knights of the Old Republic, but when I did actually play through it, I had an absolute blast and I loved it. And seeing the trailer, I'm very much excited to see where they're going to go with this.
You want to know
Like,
a little fun fact?
no.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck you then.
Yes,
Um
yes, I would like to hear the fun fact.
I am a fan of Star Wars because of KOTOR. Like I didn't care about the movies until after I played that game.
Well, so the nice thing about KOTOR was it was talking about something that the movies don't really touch base on. Like we kind of see it, but like we this is going into a part of the galaxy that we didn't get to see from the movies. Now, I think it was part of the books because there
Yeah,
was
they
a lot of
had.
books,
Yeah.
and everything like KOTOR and all of that was decanonized when Disney took over, and now has been starting to get like parts of it has been starting to get canonized.
Yeah, because Yaddle was part of that they just recanonized, I believe. I think that was her name. Either which way.
Anyway,
Either which way. Yes, Fate of the Old Republic is something I'm really excited for too, and I could actually cross that off my list.
um, something. So I'm gonna go through the ones that have announced, and then I will tell you when it's stuff that I'm hoping we will see.
All right.
Okay. So the next two things kind of go hand in hand because they're in the same universe. They were announced and talked about a little bit, but we didn't really get much more. And the first one is Atomic Heart 2,
Oh yeah.
and then The Cube, which is the multiplayer.
Oh yeah. Dude, I forget about that. Didn't
They
they
popped up.
already make a sequel to Atomic Hearts, or it was a spin-off game, huh?
It might have been a spinoff. I don't remember. But they announced Atomic Heart 2, and they
Nice.
announced The Cube, but we didn't really get too much detail of that.
I really wish I would have finished Atomic Heart before they took it off of Game Pass. Because I was
Dude, I
having a
bought it.
lot of.
I bought the full edition for like $10.
Maybe I should wait for it to go on sale because I was having a lot of fun live streaming it and a lot of people were into it. And then I had like a huge like update and then it just got lost to the ether and then it was taken off of Game Pass.
I have two more. One of them is solely me. The other one is actually more you than me. Okay.
Okay, okay.
First one is Total War Warhammer 40,000 or
Are
40K.
you a Warhammer fan?
I'm not much of a Warhammer fan. I'm trying to like get into it and learn it more, but I am a Total War uh fan. I love the strategy of Total War,
Mm.
and I want to get into Warhammer and I want to understand it more. And then the fact that it's you start on the planet and you can like take over the planet, or like while fighting for the planet, you can then take your fleet to a totally different planet and start fighting for control of that planet on like a micro and macro scale. I love that, and I want to experience that. So I'm excited to hear more about the game and see when we might be able to get our hands on it. Probably more of a PC for that one, but if need be, I can definitely just play it on console. The second one, and these are the announced, but we just need a date. I don't know if this one got a release date, but Control Resonant.
Yes, that's on my list.
I had a
I
feeling it did.
yeah. I don't know if there is a release date, but I hope we will get one. Um, I know a lot of Alan Wake stuff has been popping up in media again, so I definitely see it being a thing that's going to be talked about,
Yes. Um,
especially with Sam Lake leaving Remedy soon too.
yeah. I totally missed. There's one more on my list. This one I also don't think has a release date, but it's the Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, I think was the next one.
Yes, that is re the modern timeline reboot of the 1996 original.
Yes.
So it continues the newer trilogy's Lara and for her next saga by rebooting the original timeline's Lara's story.
And then I think they had announced another one, but I don't have that one written down.
Yes, they have I can't remember the name of it and I don't have it written down because I just literally have LC as like abbreviating it, so I can't tell off of the abbreviations. But the other Tomb Raider game is continuing the original timeline Lara Croft.
Weird.
Yep, it's really weird to see two different timeline Lara Crofts existing in the same time.
I have one more game on my list, but it's in my not announced, but I want to hear. Do you want me to say it now, or do you want?
Yeah, I'll have you say yours now, and then I'll just speed run through mine since I know we're kind of cutting it close on the time.
Okay. I want them to finally announce and give us more information about the new Mass Effect.
Yes, that is in my overall summer game fest. And I agree, it's been years since we got the teaser with Liara and then just everything. And then God, the showcase of the N7 in the trench coat, which fuck, I love that trench coat.
Yes.
But yes, I really hope BioWare gives us something on the new Mass Effect. Whether it be at the Summer Game Festival or in 7 day of this year.
I would love for them to announce the game and then say that it releases on November 7th.
Oh, dude, that would be peak. That'd be
Now,
peak.
that would be really close for them because they would be 12 days before GTA 6.
In
But
7 of next year. In
no,
7 of
no, no, no,
next year.
no, 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 no. Release it before GTA 6. People are going to buy up that shit, and then that still gives you 12 days of cushion before GTA 6. You don't want to release after GTA 6.
That's true. All right. So to speed run through my games real quick. Obviously I'm excited for the Xbox Game Showcase to talk about Gears of War E-Day. I'm excited to dive back into the story of Dom and Marcus as like again, they're two gaming figures that mean a lot to me. I'm really hoping whether it's announced in the PlayStation State of Play or the Xbox Game Show, but with Gears of War Reloaded, I hope we finally get a Reloaded for 2 or 3. I hate the fact that in a game fandom that I love so much, the only game to get remade has been the first Gears of War. And it's been remade more than once. So, like, let's give the other Gears games some love and bring PlayStation people in to be excited for E-Day by doing a reloaded of 2 and 3. Fable 4 was already pushed back, so we talked about that. Again, don't know if this will be brought up in PlayStation State of Play or the Xbox Game Show, but I'm excited to see more on Halo campaign involved. And I hope they kind of showcase us some of the stuff that is new to the game that's not in the original version. I am really excited to see something on Jordan Peele and Hideo Kojima's OD, which is going to be an Xbox exclusive. So I'm really excited to see what Kojima is going to bring to Xbox. Obviously Project Helix, I want to know more about the next Xbox coming. And then with the overall Summer Games Fest, and I'm just going to spitfire them. Obviously, I'm excited for GTA 6, but I don't want to talk about it. Dead Rising 5 and a Dead Rising remake. Capcom recently put out a statement talking about game franchises that they are wanting to jump back into that are universes that are officially not dead. One of which was Devil May Cry. There was a little bit of talk about DMC with the popularity of the Netflix TV show. They were reopening discussions about another studio that has taken over on remaking the very first game. So I'm excited for that. But they also stated that another franchise that they're looking to keep diving into is Dead Rising. And whether that's through the Dead Rising 2 remake, because the first game's remake did really good, or by continuing the story with Dead Rising 5, I'll be excited. Capcom, to stay on topic with that, really looking to see what remake is going to be announced this year, whether it's a remake of 5, Code Veronica, or the 01 hybrid. I want to see if Rocksteady is going to announce the new Batman game. It's been theorized about getting a new Batman Arkham game for like a few years now, in which we play as Damian Wayne. I want to see if NetherRealm is going to announce the Injustice 3 or Mortal Kombat 2. And for the love of God, I want to see if we're going to get any information on Elder Scrolls 6.
I have that. While you were talking, I'm like, okay, yeah, we should probably. I should probably add that I want Elder Scrolls 6 information as well.
And to conclude this on my talking points, it was actually announced recently, and I forgot to put this on the recently announced thing, but the studio that makes Kingdom Come Deliverance has announced that not only is there a new Kingdom Come Deliverance project in the works, but they are also working on another game, and they're making an open world Lord of the Rings game.
Interesting.
And what makes it even more interesting is the Nemesis patent from the Shadows of Mordor series has been revoked. So the Nemesis system is able to be used again.
All right.
It's either been revoked or it's in the talks of being revoked.
Hey,
which I really hope it is, because the Nemesis system is one of the best aspects of Shadow of Mordor.
Right.
And so many games would benefit from having enemies remembering you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is all I really got to say right now on the Summer Games Fest. Do you have anything else to say about it? Because I really got to use the bathroom, so we could either pause here or we could end here.
No, we'll wrap it up here. I'm excited. Awesome. I know me and you will talk about it. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. If you liked it, please hit that like button. Share it with your pet rock, family, friend, whoever you watch these videos with, or listen to podcasts with. We are on almost all major streaming services. I'm looking at you for confirmation. If there's a game that you're excited about, please hit us up on social media. Let us know. Start the conversation. We'd love to talk to you guys and find out more. Am I forgetting anything?
No. We will see you guys at the So this episode will come out either Sunday night or Monday morning. We will see you guys that following Sunday or Monday after the Summer Games Festival. We'll talk to you all soon. Toodaloo, everybody.
Bye, everybody.